Imagine if you never took out your trash. Imagine if someone served you your favorite dessert with spaghetti sauce covered all over the plate. Even though it's annoying and boring to think about, recovery, hold on, I'm stuck. It's important to take out trash. If nobody did that, then we would stink. We would get sick more often, and things would not go smoothly. This would suck. But this is what happens in neurons when troublemaker proteins become resistant to clearing mechanisms. This resistance results in accumulation of aggregated and misfolded proteins, which disables neurons from doing their tasks properly. Some of those tasks involve remembering an adventure with your best friend, learning new things, or being in the moment. Unable to sustain itself, the neuron suicides, and with it is lost a pixel of your memory. This is neurodegeneration, and it is terrifying. We are bags of memories, and something as simple as failing to take out your trash can burst that bag. Coming in as a graduate student to Caltech, I knew I wanted to build therapeutics for neurodegeneration. So I joined a lab that engineers viruses to deliver therapies to the brain. If you have a funky gene, you can deliver something to correct it or supplant it with a working version. Despite this excitement, I knew I couldn't work on something that was relatively well-defined. I had to pursue something that was out there, something that was risky and is in its nascent stages. To my surprise, the spark of inspiration came when I was taking out the garbage. As I was placing my bag filled with wrappers, frozen dinners, and Diet Coke cans, I thought, what if delivering needed things is not the only way to fix the cells and keep them healthy? What if we can take out unwanted things? At the time, a fellow student presented a paper about a protein called ARC in our brain that forms virus-like particles surrounding RNA and trafficking it to neighboring cells. It's a brain messenger. So things clicked for me. What if I can control what messages get sent to cells' neighbors? What if I can intercept the bad message and throw it away? Tinkering with proteins is exciting because it's an interface between biology and engineering. However, when you engineer biology, it's important to accept that you're going to be dealing with a lot of unknowns and things will get messy. Well, you might be wondering, what's so risky about engineering this protein? Engineering biology is nothing new. Well, imagine if an enthusiastic billionaire asked you to build a palace on the moon. Let's say you're an architect that has built many houses in many different environments here on Earth. However, when you're handed the map, you notice that it lacks critical details. You don't know what's underneath the surface of the crater, and who knows what the weather's like on the moon. So you have to make the best with what you got. You have to try things. And even though your mission is to design your client's moon palace, through these trial and errors, you learn something about this crater. Similarly, I have tasked myself to engineer this neuronal protein to target and extract garbage from sick neurons. However, it's still not known how this protein binds its messages. It's not known how it forms these virus-like particles and gets into other cells. Why and where do they go is still an enigma under investigation. As such, it's very important to engineer experiments that give you reliable and informative results on which you can build your new approaches. This engineering informing science and science informing engineering has taught me to become a better creator and a better observer, because the two feed off each other. I often ask myself, why did I not give up on this project? It's taking forever. So I also wonder, why do I have the same inertia, even more inertia than when I started? I think it's because it's a good match between my personality and my curiosity. Loss of memory and self terrifies me, and this fear stems from personal experience that amplifies this reality. So when biology hands me these exciting mechanisms, I enjoy combining it in new and creative ways because I feel empowered that I can create something that can keep ourselves clean and healthy of garbage.